Hey everyone, I'm Timree and welcome to my new live streaming channel. I've had to bring my studio and bring it to my kitchen. So here we are at my kitchen table and you know what? We're gonna bring the whole Timree experience home with you and I'm super excited. So I wanted to go over a couple of things before we get the whole thing started, and that's just about your kind of setup that you're gonna do. So that way you can be prepared every time at 10 a.m. I have a plastic tablecloth here. So just remember, wherever you're gonna paint, you wanna make sure that it doesn't get on the table. So you can use a tablecloth and whatever you want, but just know that paint's a little bit of a mess. So we like to say paint's a little bit of a mess, so don't wear your party dress. In fact, that being said, you might as well start your new pair of Timree paint jeans like this and wear the same pair of jeans every day, and next thing you know, you'll be super couture, just like me. But I wanted to let you know the different supplies that we have. And let me tell you what, you guys hit the jackpot because this is the first time ever that I have given away my exclusive shopping list, my secret sauce to my masterpieces. So let's go ahead with the shopping list. These are your brushes. So if you've been to my studio, you'll know that I have 4 brushes that I always use. I have my fatty. The next brush is a little bit smaller, that's your medium. Skip a brush, you'll find your littlest brush, that's your baby. And then you have a brush that's in between your baby and your medium, and we call that the tween. Now if you don't have these 4 brushes, no big deal at all. You just use what you have. You don't have to use these 4 brushes. I mean, it's gonna be darling however you paint it. I also always like to start with a paper towel like this. Now, I know that paper towels are scarce these days, so you can just use an old rag or an old washcloth that, you know what, you use every time you paint. So whatever you want, use that. I also like to use a paper plate. Now, if you don't have one of these either, you could just use a glass plate. And just remember, after you start painting, just go ahead and wash it all off and you'll be good to go for the next time. In fact, that's super green of you to do that. I also have my paint cup, and this one you can tell has a lot of love. And you can use the same paint cup every single time because it's gonna turn out like this. So don't make it your favorite cup. Actually, it could turn into being your favorite cup because it'll be beautiful. Let's go into the paint. Now, there is nothing better, everyone, than a brand new tube of big white paint. Now, I always like to start each class with 2 whites, just like this. You'll kind of see I already started. So you'll always need to have 2 whites. The colors will always change depending on what we're painting. And also, depending on what we're painting, it's okay to change the colors up. So I'm, obviously a pink person. But if you're more of a turquoise person, great. You can choose whatever colors you want during the painting. And I'll also kind of give a shout out when it's that time to really kind of choose the colors that match your room. Or also just remember that when we're painting these, it's always great to give them as a gift too. So you can make them for grandparents or your mom, or obviously hang them up super cute in your room. Okay, so let's go over colors. I got the white, light pink, turquoise. Now you'll notice on the shopping list, it will say bright aqua green, but you will notice that I definitely have my own names for these colors. In fact, that being said, let's go into my most favorite colors, pretty yellow and ugly mustard. We use a lot of this, so we call it pretty and ugly, just like that. Can you see it? There it is. Now, we have our black, we have our blue. You'll notice that my tubes are really big. That's because I brought them straight from the studio, so yours are probably a little bit smaller. And you know what? This is gonna last you a really long time, unless you're super chunky when you're painting, which, great, that's a great style to have. I have purple. Purple goes a really long ways, otherwise known as dioxide purple. So you only need a little bit of purple when you paint. You have dark red and you have light red. Now, why do we have this? Just trust the process when we start painting. There's a reason why you have 2 reds. Dark green, we use a lot of this. Brown, but really we call it chocolate here. Light blue, and we have magenta, and then I like to save the best for last, gold. Which, did you know that my last name's Gold? That's why I always see gold paint by my name. Now, as an upgrade, especially with my Thursday classes, which kind of has a girly girl flair, I always like to use, well, not always, but sometimes I like to use a little glitter, okay? And obviously I'm a gold person. Now, if you don't have glitter, no big deal. You can always add it later, or maybe you're not a glitter person, okay? Because this gets a little bit of everywhere, so just be careful when you clean it up. So we've got gold, silver, and you know what? You could choose whatever glitter you want if you have it at home, and pink. So you really just need whatever color glitter you like. That works great. And I am so excited to start live streaming with you, and I hope that you love it too. Thanks so much, and make sure that you always share your beautiful painting on all your social media outlets. I can't wait to see it, and tag me at Timree, Timree. Thanks so much.